Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Adebayo with the elbow. Outside Curry. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Out to the right wing. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
That one goes in.
The defense must push Paul George further out. This guy's so adept at finding ways to score inside.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there. Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Adebayo the screen. Count that bucket.
Just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
Pass to Duncan. Over Adebayo. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the three. And here's Curry who brings it up for Anaheim. 4-point game. Shots good by Miller.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Booker. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
And here's the break. And finished off by Davis.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Anaheim leading by 4. Reed a screen. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound San Antonio. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Buries it from 3-point range.
And with a good array of moves, Holiday can pull up for jumpers because he keeps defenders guessing.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Anaheim making a switch here. Pass to Reed. Miller outside. And Jones sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the 3 ball is good.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Now Jones. Outside for Davis. Outside Holiday. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Anaheim shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good. Anaheim making a switch here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The 3 ball drains the 3-pointer. Miller's got 8.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Anaheim. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Anaheim, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Here's Wall. No good that time. Nice D from Duncan. San Antonio trails by 4. Pass to Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, from long range or from point-blank range, Steph Curry is a marksman.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Anaheim.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
Here's Miller with the drive. Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Adebayo. And it's Reed pulling it down. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from fairly humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. All with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Shots good by Miller.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point.
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. San Antonio shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here is Miller. He's got 13. Wall's shot is good.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Pass to Duncan. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Williamson looking it over. Grade, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Inside. And stolen by Williamson. And here we go. Holiday into the hoop. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Here's Curry. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Anaheim trails by 4. It's stolen by Davis. The kick out to Holiday. And stolen by Miller. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Pass to Duncan. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the right side. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Duncan. Off on the layup.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from. And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight.
And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's San Antonio with it. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Kicks it out to Booker. George with the steal.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Up top, Curry. Duncan outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Duncan's got 5 points in the quarter. Booker draws the double. Curry outside. Anaheim grabs the miss. Curry with him. And Curry picks him up defensively. Nice move. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
You see the quickness of Stephen Curry, keeping defenders off balance even in the painted area.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. It's stolen by Adebayo. Pulls up for 3. And Anaheim with another 3.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Miller with the ball. He's got 13. Clock at 4. Goes up on the wing. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Here's Doncic. Sweet move.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Curry. He's got 7. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Pass to Worthy. It's good. It's Miller with the assist.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
It's stolen by Adebayo. There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Ideally, you're trying not to send Stephen Curry to the line, but this guy creates those situations with his instinct and his ability.
And both free throws good for Curry. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 4. Curry with the steal. And they're moving it up. And the dunk by Worthy.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And so Jones nails both of them. Anaheim leading by 4. Adebayo the screen. 18 feet out. And it's good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Outside, Jones. On the wing, Porter. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Here's Booker. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. Fires from way outside. And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. And we'll be back with you right after. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Wall. Holiday with the defensive effort. Booker in the corner to take the lead. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
Wall, that's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Holiday. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Goes up. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Wall. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Here's Bull into the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Wall.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the first one drops. And Duncan drops them both.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Pass to Booker. Here's Curry. Kicks it out to Booker. Floats one. It's hauled in by George.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's George, and he makes good on the layup. And San Antonio leads by 3.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Booker. Outside for Curry. Outside, Davis. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake. Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver it.
Outside for George. Anaheim grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments. And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Outside Curry. It falls.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Here's Curry. Another shot. Adebayo. Outside for Curry. AT that time from Curry. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Timeout called, Anaheim. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Got it, baby!
And so it's San Antonio with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So Brooklyn will get the first possession. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Now, here's Cunningham. AT that time from Curry.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Dikembe Mutombo. The three ball connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Out to the wing. They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
Here's George. Driving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. Anaheim making a switch here. And George drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside Edwards. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel. Here's Anaheim. Curry deciding where to go with it. Great defense that time from Banchero. And now here comes Undisputed leading the break. Scooped up. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Banchero's got 5.
Timeout. And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
.139 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Plays it up and banks it in.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
It's Curry with the drive. No one near wall as he lets it go. And another miss by Anaheim. Back to Giannis. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Ball's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Banchero outside. Mutombo sets a screen. 4 on the clock. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Snatched up with 1 on the clock. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Anaheim trails by 6. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Worthy. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
One way or another, Wall is going to find points, whether it's him shooting the ball or getting a teammate an opportunity.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second-chance opportunities just with effort.
Let's get an update on George. What's the status, David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Anaheim gave us some information, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
Miller outside. Stolen by Jackson. Miller with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jackson has the open look. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Wall. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And they're on the break. Miller outside. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Anaheim.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Anaheim making a switch here. Here's Duncan. Miller outside. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Reed. Second shot opportunity. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. George with the steal. And they're moving it up. .149 left to play here in the half.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
And Jackson throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Switch. Inside, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And Duncan throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Harper. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For Anaheim, they yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the first one drops.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw good from Miller. Both free throws good for Miller. Anaheim trails by 4. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Here's Curry. And there's the drive.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Anaheim. 4-point game. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Pass to Jackson. From the arc. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Brooklyn leads by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now, here's Bull. Duncan right side. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Duncan.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. This is his second trip to the line in this one. On defense, Anaheim trailing by 5. The offensive rebound. Here's Harper. And he can't bank that one in. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Curry outside. He's off on that one. And Miller throws it down hard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Brooklyn leading by 4. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Outside, George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, and George absolutely fools him with the pump fake there, able to get him off his feet and draw the contact.
And he sinks the second. Brooklyn with the ball. 3-point lead. Kicks it out to Banchero. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Anaheim with the ball. And Curry has it in the corner. For the tie. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Mutombo in the high post. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And Brooklyn leads by 5.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Duncan. Sinks that one from the post. Duncan's got 10 points.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Kicks it out to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Giannis outside. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Cunningham. Oh, and Giannis puts it right back in.
You love to see Giannis get aggressive like that, ensuring they convert there with a putback jam.
Pass to Miller. Back to Bull. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair.
Oh,
wow.
yes! Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Back to Curry. Duncan, a screen. Curry with it. Picked up by Banchero. But 3. Giannis grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Cunningham with it. Kicks it out to Banchero. With 2 seconds left, it's blocked. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Cunningham. Banchero, right side. And he drops it in from the low post.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And it's good. 2 points. Brooklyn leading by 7. And it's Banchero missing. Here's Curry. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Back to George. Pass to Miller. It's stolen by Mutombo. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Anaheim making a switch here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. He's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And the timing and elevation executed to perfection by Banchero. Nice finish.
To the left side wing. Pass to Miller. Over Banchero. From deep. Wall. A three-pointer is right on target.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running on every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted. With his athleticism, Wall can put defenders in a tough spot and always able to draw fouls.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Cunningham. Anaheim grabs the miss. Outside, Wall fires from deep, drains it from beyond the arc. Wall's got it back down to within single digits for Anaheim.
Yeah, I mean, from three, Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky
but deadly outside shooter.
He hits the first one, and that turns the lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Shots good by Miller.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Here's Edwards. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Anaheim. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Open shot by Banchero. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And Brooklyn leads by 7.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Pass to Bull. From deep, Wall. And no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, Anaheim. They're down by 8. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 9.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
The shot's good from Roy. 8 seconds left in the 4th. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Chalk up 2 there. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. In this game, we'll see the Bucks against Anaheim. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories.
Here we go.
So the Bucks win the tip. Outside Irving. Fires from 18. Ewing can't get it to go. Here's Anaheim. Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Outside Irving. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Anaheim. Over to the left wing. Out to Duncan. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
I mean, is there anything Steph Curry doesn't do?
And then Irving slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Şengün. And Ewing sends it back. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
To the wing right side. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Şengün throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Ewing's shot is good.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Here's Curry. Patrick Ewing picking up that last basket. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. .112 left in the first quarter of the game. So it's the Bucks now. Lewis attacking. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up. And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Lopez outside. Wants to get it to Irving and does. 43 seconds left in the first. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Now, here's George. Right wing. A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
On a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Anaheim leads by... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Anaheim.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Wall. DeRozan with the rebound. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 3.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
And here's Wall. 8 points for him. And there's the drive. And Wall slams it home.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Bull misses in close.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
DeRozan on the wing. Still without a basket. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. It's a tie ball game.
And by no means a volume 3-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
5 on the clock. And the dunk by Reed.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Spins. Pass to Thurman. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Duncan. Ball stolen.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Bucks passing it around. DeRozan in the corner. Let's break Anaheim. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. He climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Here's Duncan. It's deflected.
You know, I'm not sure another player combines defense and offense as well as Thurman. The only reason he doesn't get more blocks is because so many guys are afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him.
It's stolen by Duncan. It's tipped. Pass to Allen. Out to DeRozan. Fast break, Milwaukee. shot, high post. Embiid with it. Out to DeRozan. Launches a three. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. DeRozan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. 11 seconds left here in the second.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off. Able to stay all over the shooter.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's Curry outside. Curry on the wing. Latrey. And it's Rice with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 3. And stolen by Miller. Curry outside. Curry from 3.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Right side Irving. Inside. Here's Ewing. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Now Curry. He's got 8. Duncan in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Şengün. Curry with a wide open look. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Lewis on the wing. Fires the 3. And it's Anaheim with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. George with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Clock at 6. A nice shot by George.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
It's Ewing high post. That is a great finish! Oh, my.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now here's Duncan. Still yet to score. Curry outside. The rebound by the Bucks.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Irving. Over George. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Oh, playmaking isn't a focus for Rice, but this opening just too good to not make it.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Pass to Irving. From deep. Drops in the tray. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Şengün with a wide open look. Nailed from 3-point land.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Anaheim. Pass to George. .23 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Miller outside. No good that time. Great D that time from Irving. Fast break, Milwaukee. Back to Lopez. Now here's Westbrook. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Thurman. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Thurman's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Reed with it. And the dunk by Reed.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Here's Irving, defended by George. Back to Lopez. For the three. And it's Reed pulling it down. Left side, Wall. Pass to Reed. Screen by Duncan. Here's Wall. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Thurman's shot is good.
Timeout.
Thurman's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Anaheim grabs the miss. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
On the wing, Irving. To the middle. The kick out to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The three is good, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. This could turn into a 4-point play.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Westbrook. Fires for three. That shot, no good. Anaheim trails by 4. Curry is inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lopez outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Duncan surveying the D. Rebounded by the Bucks. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open. And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
1:12 left to play in the final quarter. And the rejection by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Here's Westbrook. The shot's good. Now it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
How about the ball hockey defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steals.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Duncan.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, Anaheim. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And how about mixing it up inside there? Steph still a threat. That nimbleness he has helps him to get that shot. And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
It's Curry outside. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
So the Lakers will get the first possession here. To the paint. And the big finish by Adebayo.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From behind the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And here's Curry for three. Hits a three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anaheim with a rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And here's Curry for three. And another three for Anaheim.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Adebayo sets a screen to the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. Wagner with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Takes the three. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
To the middle. Pass to Adebayo. That one's off. Still out of sync. Miller on the wing. Back to Curry. Drives to the hoop. Adebayo. With the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
Now here's Wagner. Pass to Adebayo. Wagner with it. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Ingram. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Curry with it. Covered by Ingram. Curry surveys. George outside. The kick out. Curry. Three-pointer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
From deep, Sarr. They get it again. Outside Ingram. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws it up high. He goes up. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Here's Adebayo. Tipped. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Anaheim making a switch here. Ingram up top. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Anaheim shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Anaheim making a switch here. George hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Sarr. And he goes in for the dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Anaheim ahead, leading by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Anaheim.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Inside, Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Outside Bull. Outside Wall. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Now here's Wall. Over to the left wing. Pass to Worthy. Just 5 to shoot. Wall, no good. Los Angeles trails by 9. Wagner, he's open. Here's Adebayo. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Here's Adebayo. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Adebayo's got 6.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Timeout called. Anaheim.
That it, baby! That it, baby! That it, baby! That it, baby! That it, baby!
Anaheim leading by 7. Wall looking over the floor. Outside Curry. With the teardrop. The kick out to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Ingram. In transition, here they come. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Floats one up. And it's blocked by Wall. And they're able to recover. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Sarr. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw misses. Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package. Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right. And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Sarr. And he drives in. And he dunks it down.
Big man coming through. I love seeing Sarr punch it home like this.
Curry. Denied by Adebayo. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Los Angeles trails by 5. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. From deep, Sarr. No luck on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wagner with a steal. Here we go. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Anaheim ahead, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's George, driving in, and that one drops.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Pass to Sarr. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Another shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
So much skill there for Sarr, and he can get elusive, which helped him draw the foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. Both good from the line that time. And here's Anaheim now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
Anaheim shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Outside Curry. Pass to Şengün. And stolen by Adebayo. Wagner outside. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Anaheim leading by 5. Miller outside. The kick out. Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. There's the triple. 4-3. Stephen Curry.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Pass to Ingram. Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. Knocked loose. George with a steal. To the inside. Miller with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Buries it from 3. And now it's an 11-point Anaheim lead.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Anaheim making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Miller. Here's the break. Curry on the drive. No good that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. In transition, here they come. That one's good for 2. Sar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Up top, Curry. Back to Miller. Pass to Reed. On the wing, Curry. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. Releases from the wing and drills it. Curry's got 25 points.
The impact of Curry on the offensive end, it's about more than just the points. It's about the gravity that he draws.
And there's the screen. Down low. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Anaheim making a switch here. He does not get the second one. Anaheim leading by 10. From the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. In transition. Jumps out. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bol.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Los Angeles trails by 8. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete. Bam loves to run. Runs so well at that center position.
Wall with it. Into the lane. Oh, misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And so it's Anaheim with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. More 2K action in just a moment. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Adebayo. Going inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
Man, just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Right side wall. George outside. Out to the wing. Here's Duncan. Clock at 4. Here's Reed. No good off the front rim.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
George. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. George with it. Wagner picks him up. And they're running. Now here's Wall. Here's Duncan. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Goes up on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. Able to listen in on the Anaheim's head coach talking to his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thanks for that, Allie. Offensive rebound. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Miller on the wing. Over Wagner. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up to the Lakers. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. And Şengün throw it down.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
George left side. Over Wagner. George, no good.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well. Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Los Angeles trails by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
.46 seconds left in the game. Outside Curry. Here's the teardrop. Deflected. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.